New video showing the chaos inside the state of Washington's largest lockup for youth offenders. Chris Ingalls with our Seattle sister station has obtained sex tapes from inside the facility's walls, proof of security officers having sex with inmates while leaving their posts empty and unsecured. A warning, this story contains graphic content.
A young couple in a private locked room recording an intimate moment. In this day and age, it may not be that uncommon.
I've never been in love like this.
What's extraordinary about this tape? Where it's happening and who these people are. They're locked away in a linen closet at Washington's maximum security juvenile detention center. The Green Hill School in Chehalis houses males up to the age of 25 convicted of violent crimes. 22-year-old Robert Thompson is an inmate. Emily Baker is the Green Hill security officer on duty for the night shift. Equally jolting as a sex tape behind bars is the incredible lack of security that allowed it to happen. Records obtained by King 5 show at 4:55 in the morning, during strict lockdown hours, another security officer unlocked Thompson's cell under the pretense that Baker needed the inmate to tidy up the linen closet.
It hurts to be looked at as a killer and a person without sorrow.
As King 5 reported in 2022, Thompson is serving 40 years for the murders of Puyallup shopkeeper Soonja Nam and Thompson's accomplice, who he feared would turn him into police. Despite that violent history, records show Thompson spent 18 minutes locked away in the linen closet, alone with Baker, before this happened. A knock at the door that's followed a minute later by a phone call.
Everybody in here is going to talk. No matter how much you think people keep secrets, they don't.
That's true. I didn't think about that.
In all honesty, Emily, it made me feel very uncomfortable.
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to do that.
It's unclear who the man is that's scolding Baker on the phone, but he may be the same employee who unlocked Thompson's cell door. The secret rendezvous seems like something that would be nearly impossible to pull off in a high-security facility with cameras everywhere. But we've learned it's happened more than once.
Oh my God.
This is another sex tape. That's security officer Michelle Goodman last year, 3 months before Baker's tape. She's having sex with a 23-year-old inmate, unidentified in court records, in the employee locker room at Green Hill. Goodman was fired last year for inappropriate non-sexual contact with inmates. The sex tape later came to light in a civil suit filed by the 23-year-old inmate.
Thank you, everyone. You can be seated.
Last month, Goodman faced a charge of custodial sexual misconduct.
Or misconduct, in the first degree.
I'm guilty.
And admitted to the sex tape crime. Baker also pleaded guilty to her crimes and was sentenced earlier this month to 7 years in prison.
Parties agreed to recommend to the court that I impose the 84 months, followed by the 36 months of community custody.
In addition to their sex crimes, both women admitted to smuggling contraband into Green Hill, like cell phones and marijuana. According to the Lewis County deputy prosecutor who charged the women, it's a complete breakdown in security.
It tells me that there's something wrong with the environment. It shouldn't be happening. This is during lockdown hours, and it tells me that there's more going on that we haven't been able to find out about everything that's going on in Green Hill.
The emphasis at juvenile facilities is rehabilitation. Taxpayers fund job training and education, and programs that should provide rigorous therapy in hopes that young people come out better than they went in. State records show the cost of housing an inmate at Green Hill is $625 per day. That's 3.5 times more than it takes to house adults at Walla Walla, also maximum security.
To think that we can put them in prison and then I hope it's all okay when they get out, and to think they won't be a criminal when they get out, when we train them to be a criminal.
Jill Sharkey, a professor and researcher at the University of California, Santa Barbara, studies juvenile punishment and mental health. She says when detention center staff fails the young inmates, rehabilitation fails too.
100%, it's the culture of the place that allows it, and I think the culture needs to change.
We went straight to the governor's office for a reaction to all this. A spokesperson says Governor Ferguson inherited a challenging situation in his first year. The governor has appointed a new DCYF secretary and new superintendents at all 3 secure juvenile rehabilitation centers in Washington state. Now, you might call that cleaning house, but it's pretty obvious that Green Hill has a long way to go.